Time to pick the team of the tournament. So let's put a few givens right up front so that everyone's on the same page. One is we follow the IPL principle of picking four overseas players. Otherwise, I mean, you can just pick who you want. The second thing that I have kept in mind is that players that we pick in this team of the tournament have to be in the positions in which they played for their franchise. Otherwise, you could have someone who did very well at number 3 but was in competition with someone else at 3. So we say, okay, let's play him at 5. But at 5, there are different people playing different roles. So they must play the role that they played for their franchise side. And that's just two given. So let's start. Let's begin with the players that pick themselves. I think my openers picked themselves. I wanted Warner in the side. I wanted Quinton de Kock in my side, but I need to pick my overseas players elsewhere. KL Rahul scored over 600 runs. Shikhar Dhawan scored over 600 runs. You might say both batted about the same pace, but I think towards the end of the tournament, Shikhar Dhawan showed his explosive side. We know KL Rahul has that side, as we saw at the start of the tournament, so I have no issues with KL Rahul and Shikhar Dhawan as my two openers. I also get a left-hander in there. Number 3 was a player who gave a lot of joy to everybody. He rose, as he's done year after year, from becoming just an explosive small innings player to someone who composes innings, to someone who takes the team home. He did that a couple of times in the tournament. Moved from being just a predominantly leg side player to a quality offside player. I thought Suryakumar Yadav was excellent, no problem at all with Suryakumar Yadav at 3. I'm going to leave 4 and 5 aside for a while. I'll explain why later. Now at number 6, given the way I picked my side, I need an Indian player. But that Indian explosive batsman at number 6 is sadly a very rare species. But we've got an outstanding candidate at that list, at that position. And I've had no hesitation in going for Hardik Pandya at number 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 6. Now I'm looking at 3 bowlers. Jofra Archer picks himself. There's no debate there. Jasprit Bumrah picks himself. There's no debate there. And Rashid Khan was just outstanding for the way he carried Hyderabad on his shoulders. Every time they wanted a wicket, they looked to Rashid. Inevitably, he delivered. He, if it was possible at all for someone of his level, he just went to another level. So Rashid Khan is in there. Now let's look at what we've got. We've got 4 and 5. We've got another fast bowler, and we've got a spinner. Now, I'd love to play AB de Villiers at number 4. My option is Ishan Kishan. But I need an overseas player at 5 because I can't find an Indian player at 5. And I'm looking at a Stoinis, a Holder, and a Pollard. Now, if I play a Stoinis or a Holder, I get a 6th bowling option, lesser so with Pollard. But if I pick my side with 5 genuine bowlers, then just the 1 or 2 from Pollard are good enough if required. So I decided at number 5, I will go with the best batsman, the most explosive, most pedigreed batsman, and so I went with Kyron Pollard at number 5. Now, I've already used Archer, I've used Rashid, I've used Pollard. Now, I've got 1 overseas slot left. Do I go with Kagiso Rabada or do I go with AB de Villiers? My option with AB de Villiers is Ishan Kishan. My option with Kagiso Rabada is Mohammad Shami. So really, I've got to look in pairs over here. Rabada and Ishan Kishan, or AB de Villiers and Mohammad Shami. And I thought just because Shami bowled really well up front, took a lot of wickets with a new ball, was in very good form, was fiery, bowled, delivered the odd over at the back. I've got Bumrah, I've got Archer. I thought Shami and Rabada was the lesser difference. So I've gone with Shami, and I've gone with AB de Villiers at number 4. And I think if AB de Villiers is aware of the fact that he's got Pollard and Pandya below, then he may not be as conservative as I thought he was sometimes forced to be. So AB de Villiers is my number 4. Mohammad Shami is my other fast bowler. That leaves 1 slot. I'm very, very tempted to pick Rahul Tewatia. Or Jadeja. I thought his batting came on a long way, but Tewatia did really well with the ball too. Changed a few matches for the Rajasthan Royals. Jadeja not quite as much for Chennai. But I just thought that if I've got that quality of top 6 batsmen, then I must just pick the best 5 bowlers. And that's why I've gone with Chahal. So I've got Pandya at 6. And Archer can bat at 7, I think, because you really have 7, 8, 10 balls. Most times at 7, Rashid Khan can swing his bat if he's got 8 or 10 balls to play. So I've got Archer 7, Rashid Khan 8, and then I've gone Bumrah, Shami, and Chahal. So there you are. That's my side. I have no doubt at all that if you pick yours, there will be a few differences, but do go ahead and pick it. Give us the reasons and send them, and it's always great fun.